You guys showed so much love in the last video, we had to bring it back for another part 2. We're breaking down Miami's defense in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. We're going to look at the possessions that stopped Denver from scoring and made them turn the ball over in the fourth quarter of play. Okay, so the first thing that I want to highlight right here is the full court pressure by Gabe Vincent on Jamal Murray. Now, this was a key in what they were doing in this game, because as the clock comes onto the screen, you can see them taking time off the clock. It's already 17 seconds and he's just past half court now. And you can see they're sat in what looks like a 2-2-1 zone. But this will quickly change into their 1-3-1 formation, okay? Now, what you got to take a look at on this possession, right? Straight away, when they try and get into the screen and roll action for Denver, the Miami Heat can easily switch that. Now, whilst this is going on, you've got Christian Brown cutting across the baseline. Watch Duncan Robinson right here. He does a great job of communicating to Bam Adebayo. You can see Bam recognize that and readjust his possession. And whilst that's happening, Gabe Vincent, who has almost a foot disadvantage of size on Nikola Jokic, is doing a great job of fronting him and denying the pass. So here, as Jamal Murray gives up the ball, he's going to cut through. The Miami Heat are going to be able to switch this action once again. And now you've got 9 seconds left on the shot clock before the Nuggets can even get into anything at all. So the ball ends up in Jamal Murray's hands. There's another switch for the Miami Heat. There's 7 seconds on the clock. Gabe Vincent still battling with everything he's got against Nikola Jokic down low. And the Miami Heat do a great job on this. As soon as the ball gets into Jeff Green at the dunker spot, you've now got Bam Adebayo here, Duncan Robinson here. But in this situation, the out of bounds line acts as a third defender. So the only place Bam can put the ball is in that corner. And with 4.3 seconds left on the shot clock, the only thing they get is on the move Jamal Murray, catch and shoot three, which hits absolutely nothing. Now let's look at the next play down. Okay, 19 seconds by the time they cross half court. The first thing is look at the pressure Bam Adebayo is putting on Nikola Jokic all the way up near the halfway line. Bam Adebayo is already in his defensive stance, and that's going to be important because he's going to put pressure on Nikola Jokic all the way out here. He's not waiting until Jokic gets to the three-point line here. He's not waiting until Jokic gets here or even to the nail. He's pressuring him all the way at the top. And Denver are going to run a simple off-ball screen as they do, and you would expect the Miami Heat to switch this one and Kyle Lowry to go to the corner with the man that comes off and Caleb Martin to stay here with Jeff Green. What ends up happening is Jeff Green sets a moving screen. Clearly he moves his feet. Caleb Martin is trying to get around this side of him to stop him from rolling to the basket. So that's another turnover for the Denver Nuggets. These are just like frustration turnovers because they've been struggling against the Heat. The pass was slightly misplaced, which is rare for Jokic. But because of the pressure of Bam Adebayo being right up here, contesting the pass. We talk about contesting shots. He's contesting the pass right up there. The pass is slightly out of line. Now here we have another example of the Heat going into their 1-3-1 zone. Okay, that's the formation they like to go with. But it's fluid. It moves, but this is what they go with a lot. So here you have a dribble handoff. They switch again. And then Nikola Jokic has the ball now. He's got the ball in his hands. But once again, there's only 11 seconds left on the shot clock for him to create or do something. Okay? So they're going to get the screen from the Nuggets player for Nikola Jokic. And Gabe Vincent, I think on this play, if you look at his foot right down here, if you look at his foot, he kind of trips into that. I don't think that's really an offensive foul. But because Jokic has his lead arm out, they're able to call it. It also does help that John Goble, the lead official, went to high school with Udonis Haslem, who's somewhere here on Miami's bench. I'm not saying that's the reason they won. I'm just saying it's interesting to note. Whilst this is going on, you can see that the Miami Heat stay disciplined, stay principled, and they get away with one right there. Okay, the ball goes down the other way. Here, once again, Miami have set up in what looks like a 2-2-1. That will become a 1-3-1. Here, look, you can see it shifted. 1-3-1, and once again you've got the smaller defender denying the catch for Nikola Jokic. There's only 15 seconds on the clock, on the shot clock, so they're denying the catch for Jokic. Deny. Look how hard he's working. Deny. And as the ball drives into the paint, Caleb Martin is going to attach himself to this man, and Gabe Vincent is going to have to try and hold up Nikola Jokic. So he does a great job of that. Bruce Brown takes the shot. As that goes up, Bam Adebayo, if you watch him, he's been covering the bottom of the zone. He's already got a body on Aaron Gordon, who is a good offensive rebounder, and he manages to tip the rebound to his teammate. And Gabe Vincent does just enough to hold off Nikola Jokic to stop him getting two hands to the ball and grabbing that board. So now we're going to get into another possession. The Nuggets inbounding from the sideline. It's a little screen roll action, right? Aaron Gordon's come and set the screen, and then he's going to roll to the hoop. Okay, but already look how congested it is in the middle. But as this happens, Miami throw two defenders at Nikola Jokic. Now, everyone says that they won the game because they turned Jokic into a passer rather than a scorer. However, if you're going to give Jokic single coverage with Caleb Martin here, he's most likely going to get a bucket. Instead, what they do is they allow the pass to Michael Porter Jr. Now, usually this wouldn't be a good idea because he's one of the best shooters in the NBA. But he's 3 of 17 from downtown this series, I think. And they're going to live with that. Jimmy Butler does a great job here of not only contesting the shot, but keep an eye on his feet. Because Michael Porter Jr. has this landing zone. And if Jimmy Butler lands his feet anywhere in that landing zone, they can call a foul. So he navigates his feet to the side, lets Michael Porter Jr. land. That one clangs off the rim, as we've seen him do so far in this series. Once again, the Nuggets have got two guys from the Miami Heat guarding them in their own half. So they have to move the ball to someone who isn't their usual ball handler. Instead of Jamal Murray being able to dribble the ball up freely or Nikola Jokic being able to bring ball up, they are making sure it gets out of their hands. They cross the halfway line, and the Miami Heat are right back into a zone. This time, it's a 2-3 zone. As Nikola Jokic gets the ball, once again, 14 seconds left on the shot clock. They've taken 10 seconds off the shot clock.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Are you a basketball fan who's sick of shows that just talk about narratives, rumors, and gossip? If you want real analysis, then hit the subscribe button right now.
Now, this is a mismatch here. You've got Aaron Gordon and Kyle Lowry. Now, Jokic could throw that pass over the top, but you got to remember, Bam Adebayo is right here. He could get to that. And the Miami Heat do a great job of switching this, okay? Jimmy Butler said, I'll hold up Jokic. Bam Adebayo said, I'm going to recover to Aaron Gordon, and Kyle Lowry, you can fill in the space here. So they switch that. They end up not even needing to because the pass goes out of bounds. Now, usually, easy catch and shoot for Michael Porter Jr. Duncan Robinson's trying to play the gap because he's got to guard two players at once, one of the pitfalls of being in a zone. But because Jimmy Butler is right up in Jokic's grill, he makes him make an uncharacteristic turnover and the ball goes out of bounds. Now we're going to look at this possession. You've got Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic on a screen and roll. The Miami Heat, they for once don't switch this, okay? They let Caleb Martin go round and Jamal Murray's attacking at the hoop. Now, I've got to credit Bam Adebayo for his defense on this one. However, it is quite clearly a goaltend, as you can see him with this block. Okay, the ball is on its way down. If we slow it right down, look, the ball reaches its peak. There's the ball at its peak, and then as it's on its way down, Bam Adebayo gets the block. But it does help when your teammate went to high school with the ref. But I'm not saying that's why Miami won, because they played a great game. I'm just saying again. Okay, now look at this. Mismatch here. Caleb Martin is going to fight for his life against Nikola Jokic to try and hold him up. You've got the Miami Heat once again sitting in their zone. And the reason why Jokic can't go straight to the basket is because they're in a zone. Bam Adebayo is here protecting the hoop. And this play unfolds. Jokic makes a pass out to Murray. He's now got two defenders on him. His options here are Bruce Brown open at the top, Aaron Gordon, but you don't want that because Bam Adebayo is right there because Caleb Martin is doing a great job of denying and fronting on Nikola Jokic, right? So Jamal Murray puts the ball on the floor, and now he's being guarded by Jimmy Butler. Caleb Martin will switch out to the open man, and Bam Adebayo will step up to guard Nikola Jokic. But because Jimmy Butler is guarding Jamal Murray, he doesn't want to attack because Jimmy Butler did a great job on him in this game using his strength and his physicality. So now you've got Jokic with the ball in the middle, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Aaron Gordon is here for a pass, but he's going to get under the hoop, which makes it a very difficult catch. Kyle Lowry, you can see him kind of using his strength. He is strong for his size to push Aaron Gordon a little bit under the hoop. Bam Adebayo gets a great body position, vertical contest without fouling, and Jokic misses the attempt. Now here, they're going to run a screen roll, and Miami do a great job of switching this. Once again, credit to Caleb Martin. Look at him here against Nikola Jokic. Absolutely trying whatever he can to deny the ball from being passed to the big fella. Jamal Murray gets into the paint. He's cut off. There's 3 Heat defenders here, cutting off his path to do anything in the paint. And look at the spacing here for Denver. It's horrific. Got Aaron Gordon in the dunker spot, Bruce Brown in the corner, and KCP on the wing, all on the strong side with the ball. Okay, so as this play unfolds, Jamal Murray looks for the pass for Nikola Jokic, but the Heat have got 2 guys guarding him. He can't do anything. KCP is the only option. You're going to live with that, though. If you're the Miami Heat, KCP takes the shot. He can't make it. Okay, now we get to the final possession of the game. By the way, just look at this possession here, right? Because Jimmy Butler is guarding Jamal Murray, he can stay with him, cut off his driving lane, and force him to give the ball up. So then when we get to the final play of the game, Nikola Jokic is being guarded by Jimmy Butler. They once again, it's the exact same place as the previous play. They're going to run a screen roll and switch it straight away. Jamal Murray, he gets the ball almost knocked away from him. Jimmy Butler does enough to affect his dribble, because if you look at this, Nikola Jokic has got past his man and he has all this space over here where Jamal Murray usually could put the pass. However, Jimmy Butler does a great job of disrupting his dribble. Now there's 4 seconds left on the clock. He's got to create something for himself. Step back. Jimmy's right there, hand in his face to contest the shot cleanly without fouling. And the shot misses, and Miami win the game. So that's what the Heat did on defense in the 4th quarter. I hope you enjoyed that breakdown. Let me know in the comments what you want to see in the next video. I appreciate all the love on the previous one. Please subscribe. It said like 98% of you who watched the last one aren't subscribed to the channel, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you want daily NBA updates, make sure that you subscribe to my newsletter in the bio. If you want to talk hoops, I've got a Discord community where I talk with you guys. That's in the description of the video as well. If you enjoy NBA content and want deep dives featuring myself and a 3-time NBA champion, the podcast is linked in the description. Everything you need is in the description below. So get in there, get involved. I'll see you in the next one, and get buckets.